And we are live. Oh, yeah. Good evening, brothers and sisters. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me on this evening's broadcast. Today, 25th of December 2019. We're almost getting to the end of the year. Our current calendar is about to end, come a full cycle in a couple of days. I think it's 6 days left. Yeah, good evening. Who are the people joining right now? Welcome to this evening's broadcast. Please, your name and where you're joining us from. Let me give you Anozie Roosevelt. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for joining. Who else is here? Please comment where you're joining us from, and let us make it an interactive listen. And I would like to be getting questions too. But please, let's get into what you. Emily Moses, Merry Christmas, Mazi. I miss you there. I miss you too, Emily. How are you? How is your Christmas going? My Christian friends, you guys are enjoying today. What? I think today will be like today will be like a hangout. We're gonna spend a long year today and have a chat and like my fellow Nigerians. Yeah, Sowore has been freed and he's past 24 hours and they haven't arrested him. Looks like this one is holding for now. And I expect it to hold anyway. If they are going to arrest him again, not now, maybe when he calls for another protest. And I'm not an ingrate. Linda, thanks. Please, I'm not an ingrate. I'm not these people you will help and they wouldn't thank you. That's why I want to use this opportunity to thank General Muhammad Buhari. We thank you so much for the publicity. We thank you. We thank your squad. We thank the members of your team, your entire staff, your advisors, your national security advisor, your political advisor, your chief of staff. We thank all of them for this stupidity, because without their stupidity, I'm not sure a lot of people will pay attention to Sowore. At least we've got senators, U.S. senators, and members of Congress writing about him, talking about him. Democracy Now! Talked about him. Even his wife got an interview on CNN, of all places. But that's a story for another day. And I can tell you, it took a lot of lobbying for Sowore's wife to appear at CNN. She may think that it's because she appeared on Democracy Now! Or because Cory Booker and co. signed Bob Menendez too. They signed a petition urging Buhari to do something. But let me tell you something. Those people don't just do things. People have made donations. People have made donations to their parks. And you know how they bribe all these people? It's bribe, but they call it lobbying. They have lobbyists everywhere in Washington. So they give money to those groups. Then these people will now donate to the campaigns of all these people that signed that press release or that order. It's basically an order. You see how they ordered Buhari and he did what they wanted him to do. Then who are the people behind that? It's not the Revolution Now crowd. Let me tell you, I'm a bona fide Sowore supporter. I campaigned for him online and asked people physically, made donations towards his 2019 campaign. But I will say the truth wherever I see it. I'm not saying that Sowore has gone to the other side of the bottle. No. But those people have no other option than to fight for Sowore because they were afraid of what was going to happen to them. You saw what happened to Sowore in court. That is not a warning to Josh Sowore and the members of his legal team. No, it was a shot across the board to all the other politicians. Ojus Okalo sent to jail. Desiani, they dropped the case against her. And mind you, they dropped that case for one reason. Desiani already gave up some people, gave up information and even money for that case to be dropped. If not, Buhari wouldn't have dropped anything. Now the Dasuki crowd linked up with the Sowore crowd. They know that the Sowore guys have the publicity. They know how to play modern politics. The Dasuki crowd are the old politicians. They just have money. They just believe in all these bureaucrats and the so-called experts in Abuja. And they have friends in London, in Washington, and in New York. They'll be playing the old game, meeting people, members of the Council on Foreign Relations and all that. But they know that Council on Foreign Relations wouldn't even entertain such a thing as long as ExxonMobil, Chevron are getting what they are getting in Nigeria. They wouldn't entertain that. But when Sowore was arrested inside a court, forcefully taken, kidnapped basically, Ojus Kalu went to jail. Dezani's case was dropped. They themselves knew why the Dezani's case was dropped, and they knew the people Dezani gave up. Why do you think all of a sudden the former Attorney General that has been living in Dubai was arrested by Interpol and handed over to people in Abuja? And now they are bringing about the Malibu oil at the same time. At the same time, Theophilus Danjuma issued a threat that if he has something he will say and the whole Nigeria will boil. When was the last time he made such a comment? When Obasanjo was targeting his own oil well. Buhari is on all of them. And they know it. Let me tell you, 2019 election, Buhari lost that election. But because he was prepared. Oh, 1 minute. I have a So guys, sorry, my brother visited me. Where were we? That election, 2019 election, Buhari was the most prepared person for 2019 election. First and foremost, he started doing the registration, voters registration. You all saw the people they were registering. In fact, they were registering goats. When the people in the Southeast boycotted voters registration, Buhari was laughing because he knew he has, in fact, they've fought his battle 50% over there. Then he started targeting the South. Why do you think he brought in people like Akpabio and the cases against them were dropped? He was preparing for 2019 because he knows how he got to power. The rigging machine of PDP moved into APC. That was what got him into power. Now those machines started working against him, behind him. And why do you think they were releasing videos, voice notes of calls among politicians to show you that the people ruling over you are dummies? You might see the type of thing they were saying over the phone. You think Buhari wasn't hearing all of them? Someone like me, with $50,000, I can employ a company that I will use and monitor every call that goes in and out of Abuja. No kidding. No kidding. Every call, I mean every call. You just have to tap into these 3 major networks they are using and you get everything. Don't you know that people in MTN, people working with MTN have more secrets about your government than many governors? So he knows all those things. He was prepared. Imagine he lost the Aso Rock box polling unit to show you that even the people working in Aso Rock under him, under his administration, wants him gone. Now he is cleaning house. He knows he has only 4 years left. And when he leaves office, they are going to come for him if he doesn't destroy them. Now, they themselves know this. That was the only reason you saw them started talking. Look at Atiku now tweeting about Deji that was beaten up. Atiku now tweeting about Deji. When did this love come? This likeness, when did it come? When did this likeness begin? When? So don't buy that thing. They are now cutting Sowore for their own good. Now it's left for Sowore. Well, he knows them. He knows them very well. The same PDP crowd are now coming for him. Remember, they were accusing him of being the person that put Buhari into power, forgetting to mention that he was the first person that started fighting the Yaradua people to put Jonathan in government. And they even asked him what he wants. He said he wants nothing. Nobody is remembering that. Nobody is remembering that. He openly said it. He called their names. None of them not even a single one of them countered that claim. Why? Because he's right, and they know that he has the voice record. And when they threatened to play the voice record of where they say he was begging for a position, he said, "Play it, please. Play it." Did they play it? No. Now they're coming back for him. Do you see that Nigerians are very selective with truth? You want the truth only when it favors you. And when it doesn't, you don't want it. You want justice only when it will benefit you. And when it doesn't, you don't want it. That is not justice. You are a quintessential hypocrite if that's your life, if that's your ideal. Don't mind them. This is not likeness. Cory Booker did not just sign a document without getting paid. American politicians, they are as corrupt. Why would you even be talking about politicians and corruption as if it's something new? It's redundant to say a corrupt politician because almost all of the politicians are corrupt. You can just say an honest politician there will say, yes, he's different from others. Other than that, all of them are corrupt. You think he will pay his signature on a document if he didn't get paid? And you think Sowore has that resources to spend? Or all of a sudden, CNN, that is not covering any good news, interviewed Showore's wife. And you know that most international news watchers watch CNN, go to all the airport lobbies, government buildings, offices, it's always on CNN 24/7. And do you know that they are paying to have their things played there? And it's basically a CIA network. Look at their paid contributors. John Brennan, James Clapper, former CIA director. This is no longer them sending spies to work in the media houses. They basically work there themselves openly. And all of a sudden, they just started saying things about Nigeria. Yeah? And they are not there to bring you justice and this. It's just to remove this gang and put another gang. Meanwhile, all of them are all compliment. Guys, please let me thumb up the video, share it, and thumb it up and share it, please. You know, I can't share anything even on Facebook right now. And you are doing progress on the subscriber base, 508. I never thought we would do it like that without the Facebook. I know it would have been more if we were share it on my own Facebook page. And please, when you share it on Facebook, tag me. Please. When you share it on Facebook, tag me, please. Okay? Tag me on any post you are making about this video. Please, when you share it, tag me so my friends will see it there. So, guys, if you are in the Revolution Now camp, now is not the time to celebrate. It's time to move ahead, to move to the next phase. I said this is how it's going to happen. And this thing would have happened long before now had Nnamdi Kanu and Sowore met when they were supposed to meet. Nobu TV, thanks. I told you that what would put them on a panic mode is if IPOB guys and the Sowore guys link together. Then they will not see anything to divide you with. They know that ethnic differences will calm down. While it will not disappear, it will calm down. It will not be the main issue we are talking every time. Now everyone will focus on their region and hold each and everyone holding them down responsible. That way, they will not say they are sending people to Akure. They are sending soldiers to here. They are doing this. Louis Albert, thank you, my brother. Are you hearing me? Are you listening? That was why they were trying. They don't even know what to do with him. Would you say he met a terrorist? Knowing full well that saying that meeting Nnamdi Kanu amounts to meeting a terrorist, they will bring up the issue of Biafra again. Now they don't know what to do with Sowore. That was why they kept him there in DSS detention. He court order after court order were issued for his release. They still kept him. They don't know what to do with him. Now, just wait. Let a movement, all these guys that are abandoning Islam in northern Nigeria, let them forge, please. You people that are praying, pray for those guys. Those of us that meditate over those guys' faith. Nzube, thank you. There is a great percentage of people in northern Nigeria who've been disillusioned by Islam. They are no longer living in the Islamic matrix, but they dare not open their mouth and say it. Even their Facebook groups, their WhatsApp groups, they have to know you very well before they add you to their WhatsApp group. They have to know you very well before they add you to their WhatsApp group. What I'm telling you is real. They've abandoned Islam. What Boko Haram was doing, I'll call you back. What Boko Haram did in their region has made them question everything they knew about. They were taught about Islam. Yeah, if you are going to institute an Islamic state, why are you killing us Muslims? You're already Muslims. And another thing, those people live, they know all those Boko Haram guys, they are their families, and they know that majority of them are foreign fighters. They know what's going on. Their own brothers, they are telling them what's going on. They know what the French people, all those weapons, they know where those weapons are coming from, even from Libya, Chad, all those French and the American soldiers. Corporations giving them that thing because they are mining uranium and gold around Sambisa forest. They know, but they dare not say anything. One, the Islamic police will come after them. Two, the government and the top politicians there who are mining those things will stick at them. So they are speechless. Even before the social media bill, which is anti-social media bill, by the way, before the anti-free speech social media bill ever kicked into action, those people have naturally been silenced. They have no voice. But I hope they find a way around the Orwellian nightmare they are living and organize themselves. Wait, when those people join the revolutionary movement, they are secretly supporting. But wait, let them have a political force, a group that is phenomenal, a phenomenal group. From there, join this thing. That the system will blow up. It will blow up. Even Northerners now are calling for the government to stop wasting money on Hajj. They know that it is a fraudulent expedition. A lot of them know that what they are going to do there is nonsense, bullshit. They've seen how they are treating black people there. They know everything. See, send a black Muslim to Saudi Arabia to live there for 2 years. Only 2 years. Let the person come back and still tell me nonsense about Islam. Have you met a Saudi in any major European city? Even when they come to Turkey, when you meet them, you see how they express themselves openly, even their women. They will not even if you see what these girls, man, Kai, and you know they have beautiful girls, Saudi girls. You will see them. Go to Senior Park or Zulu Center. You see, you see them coming to shop, you will, man, you will marvel and get cash. See them enjoying themselves, but when they want to go like this, they will cover up again. That's the same thing with all these Hausa girls that their parents are rich. Yes, if you've dated them, you know what I'm talking about. Those people they've abandoned religion entirely. They know what these people are doing. They know their imams. All these imams that are abusing the boys, they know them. They know them that they are all these Amajiri boys. They are abusing them. Those ones who grow up to abuse everyone around them. All the ones they know exactly what's going on. And the unity among these groups is what they fear. But at the end of the day, truth will always prevail. Justice must be the last man standing. Because injustice has gotten to them now. Suddenly they have a mouth to speak. This is the same Atiku Abubakar that refused to say anything about his co-contestant in a presidential election being barred from a vital debate. Do you know how many votes that debate robbed Sowore? After the first debate and what he did, they removed him and put all those clowns on that stage. Atiku didn't say anything. Do you know how many people who would have taken Sowore very seriously had he appeared on those debates, on those last two debates? He didn't say anything then. Now he's saying something. Why? Because they are coming for him. I hope they don't go free. They want power. Boy, I pray they don't get it. We are not going to swap one tyrant for another. It's good they've kept Buhari in check right now. But then, Buhari is not done with them. So we will not take, because our hatred for Buhari should not make us endorse those people. Our job is what? Just sit back, relax, and watch them weaken each other. Both sides are not your friends, so you have to assume a neutral stance. Thank you for speaking about Sowore and getting all these people to talk about him. Fine, but this is not our fight. Sorry, good luck with your fight and your endeavor. You just keep quiet, fold your arms, relax, get a popcorn. Get a nice pair of binoculars. Stay far from them and be watching while eating your popcorn. Because it is going to be bloody, it's going to be explosive. Both sides have boys and both sides can arm their boys. Mike, well done. Both sides are armed. Both sides can arm their boys. They know exactly what's going on. They are all friends with defense contractors. It may be difficult for your military to get weapons, but these guys, if they need any weapon, they can easily buy it. All these Lockheed Martin, Boeing, all these defense contractors, BAE or BEA. Aerodynamics. All these people, don't you know that they are connected with all these arm manufacturers and the backers? When they fought the Yugoslavia war, when they did the war in Kosovo and all these things, when they broke up Serbia and all this, or when they were destroying the Eastern Bloc in the name of exterminating the remnants of communism, when they were doing, who do you think are operating those factories? Those Ukrainian arms manufacturers. Who are the people funding them? The bankers. And they have American companies, corporations, military. These are defense contractors. They've been benefiting from war for the past 2,000 years. You can never point to me of any time in the last 2,000 years where there is not a major war connected to either the Mediterranean Sea or the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, let's even add the Pacific. You cannot show me any time in the last 2,000 years, and there are people who've been benefiting when empires rise and fall. They are there to start a new one. These are the people they are friends with. They own your country. They own your central bank. They own your resources. Your presidents are just yes men. The opposition you have is who will serve the company, not who will serve you. So they know all these things. Both of them can fight each other. They can get their arms. If they meet any poor Nigerian or any clueless, ignorant Nigerian that is willing to take up arms and get paid, so be it. How much do you think they're paying all these Boko Haram boys? Do you know how much they're paying them? Those guys are fucking rich. They are paid more than your military guys. They are paid in dollars. So we'll sit back and watch them destroy each other. Is their fight, not ours. All this overlikeness, all this imog, is because Buhari is squeezing their balls right now. People like Musli Obaniko, they said when the Buhari gave him back his property. No, they gave him all those landed properties because to them it's not worth anything. They don't even want it. He has given up information and money. And many assets, all those things. The assets these guys control are your mineral wealth, not buildings. And those, if they want to destroy the price of real estate in Lekki today, they will do it. They will just pass one nonsense law and everything. That place will not be. No, but they will destroy it like first stack very easily. So all those homes that are giving them back is nothing. They are all ratting on each other, and those people you see that are now doing like they're helping Sowore, no, they've been ratted on by their own people, and they know they're coming for them. As always, thank you for joining me, guys. Please help me share the video. Chiboy, help me share it, please. And if you have a question, please, I'll be willing to answer it. And if no one asks me any question in the next 3 minutes, I think I'll be ending it. Guys, please let me share this on Facebook. I can't share it myself. And when you share it on Facebook, please tag me. Tag the jail account. Mazda account is gone. Tag me on the jail account, please. Help me share it on Facebook and tag me, please. Tag me there so my friends will see it. Lucky. What's up, Lucky? Yeah, Lucky, well done. Yeah, I see you, bro. Thanks for the compliment. Guys, please help me share it on Facebook. Share it on Facebook and tag me, please. Share it across social media. When you share it, tag me, please. I beg of you. Share and tag me, okay? Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see some other time, maybe later this evening. I don't know. We'll see. I've not downloaded the airport video. Okay, okay, my brother. What about partnering with the Shiite? Yeah, the Shiite, of course, the Shiite are going to ride this wave because they just broke the chain of tyranny. They can ride this wave, they will join. But Sowore is just trying to make sure nobody will bring in something that they will lay hand on and destroy his movement. That was why he met Nnamdi Kanu, but he's not going to be talking about the Biafran issue, because when he talks about it, they will just say yes. Now he's with them. He's planning to destroy Nigeria and do this. And they will come after him. They are looking for anything. You understand? So the Shiites, I'm thinking maybe a kind of a poison chalice. You understand? If you drink from it, you may not feel too well about yourself. I think they can give a tacit support, like the shares that already given a tacit support, and every supporter of Sowore is tacitly supporting them. You can tweet about them, make a Facebook post, all this, and take their sides. Yeah, but speaking from an official platform, no. You just have to make sure they don't. The shares are armed right now. Some of them are armed. Even the Nigerian people are afraid of them. You understand? Even Nigerian military are afraid of them. So when you link up with them now, they will say, yes, you are now an armed group. Now it's an armed revolution. Do you get it? We know how many people that are for Sowore, they are for us, but they can't openly say it. And remember, war makes strange bedfellows, and politics is war. You find people whose interests match yours. You understand? So that's what is happening. I'm not sure partnering with the Shiites openly would be a good idea. No, 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 no. It won't. It will be counterproductive. Felix Ikechukwu Chimere, Daalụ nwanne. So thank you guys. Help me share it, please. And thumb up the video. Please, how many people watching, but only 5 likes? Please like the video, share it, and tag me. Share it on Facebook and tag me too. I want to see at least 7-10 people share it and tag me. Okay, tag me so my friends will see it and join. And guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Then if you subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you know when we come live. They will notify you. If not, they may not be able to notify you because it's a large platform. YouTube is a large platform, billions of videos that get posted. So I'm not sure they have the capacity to tell you every time if you don't turn on the notification bell. Thank you once again, and good evening, good night.